I found out my girlfriend's traumatic childhood was completely fake, and now I don't know what to do. My mother was a heroin addict who died when I was 9. This was one of the first deeply personal things Maria told me when we started dating a year ago. Over the following months, she slowly revealed more details about her supposedly tragic childhood, raised by an abusive grandmother after her mother's overdose, bouncing between foster homes, even spending 6 months homeless as a teenager. Her trauma explained so much: her anxiety around authority figures, her intense fear of abandonment, her nightmares. I admired her resilience and did everything I could to be supportive parent, researching trauma responses, giving her space when memories were triggered, even paying for therapy she couldn't afford because of medical debt from her uninsured childhood. Last week I drove 6 hours to surprise Maria for her birthday. I'd never met her family. She claimed to be estranged from most of them, but I wanted to make her day special. I arrived at her apartment building early and decided to get coffee at the Claspier across the street. That's when I saw her parents sitting with an older woman who looked remarkably like her. I watched, confused, as they laughed and talked intimately. When they hugged goodbye, the woman kissed Maria's forehead with obvious affection. I almost approached them, but something held me back. Instead, I followed the woman to her car and noted the license plate. Later that day, when Maria acted surprised by my visit and mentioned nothing about the woman, I knew something was wrong. That night, while Maria slept, I did something I am not proud of. I searched the woman's license plate online, found her name, and looked her up on social media. Her profile was public and filled with photos of Maria Pardo at family gatherings, holiday celebrations, her college graduation. The captions told a very different story than the one I knew. So proud of my daughter's promotion, and 3 generations pard, blessed to have my mother still healthy at 85 and my beautiful daughter thriving. There were no signs of estrangement, abuse, or tragedy, just a normal, seemingly loving family. The next morning, I confronted Maria with what I discovered. I expected denial, excuses, maybe tears. Instead, she became eerily calm. "You weren't supposed to find out like this," she said, her voice devoid of emotion. "I was going to tell you eventually." "Tell me what?" "That your entire past is a lie, that your mother isn't dead." She shrugged. "The story gets people's attention, flaunts them care more." I was stunned by her coldness. "So your mother never had a drug problem? You were never in foster care or homeless?" "No," she admitted easily. "I grew up in the suburbs, private school, family vacations to Europe." Pretty boring, actually. When I asked why she would fabricate such elaborate lies, her answer chilled me. "People are more interested in you when they think you've overcome something. They invest more, try harder." "Invest more? Like me paying for your therapy?" Her expression hardened. "You offered. I didn't ask." But she had asked parent indirectly through carefully crafted stories about not being able to afford help. I spent the weekend at a hotel trying to process this revelation. Everything I thought I knew about Maria Part, her fears, her triggers, her needs. Parrot was based on a fictional past. The woman I'd fallen in love with didn't exist. When I returned to pack my things from her apartment, Maria tried a new approach. Tears, apologies, claims that she'd fabricated her past because she felt boring and wanted to seem more interesting to me. "My therapist says I have a pathological need for attention," she sobbed. "I am getting help for it now, for real." I almost laughed. "You don't even have a therapist, do you?" Her silence was answer enough. I've spent the past week replaying our entire relationship, recognizing the manipulation in every triggered moment, every anxiety attack that conveniently occurred when I was upset with her. Yesterday, Maria's mother reached out to me on social media. Fortunately, I'm not the first person Maria has done this to. There have been others, paired friends, employers, previous partners, all fed the same tragic creepy, all manipulated into special treatment and emotional investment. "We've tried to get her help," her mother wrote, "but she doesn't believe she needs it. I don't know what to call what happened to me. It wasn't just being lied to parent. It was being strategically manipulated into building my entire perception of someone around a fabricated trauma. I blocked Maria everywhere, but I am left wondering how many other parts of my life might be built on carefully crafted fictions I've never thought to question."